I would think it'd be a track meet, and Boston will get whatever they want, even without Porzingis.
Always follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Indiana playing at Boston on Tuesday night. Looking at some of these numbers that are available at DraftKings, the series price, the opener was Boston minus $9. The Celtics minus a game and a half. They were minus 310. Here's the pro tip of the day. Pay attention to the wording of various markets, because some of them might be worded differently, but they're the same thing. For example, Celtics minus 2.5 games minus 155 is the same thing as total games over under, basically 5.5. So, and that's minus 150. You can save a nickel there. Sometimes it's even more than that. Sometimes it's 15, 20, 25 cents. If you're going to bet that, bet under 5.5 games as opposed to 2.5 games to save a little bit of money there. That'd be your pro tip. Here's why I bet the over, 221. They played 5 times this year in the regular season. Now I get it, it's the playoffs. The totals are going to come down. They played back November 1st. The total was 233.5. Final score, Boston 155 to 104. December 4th, the total closed 245.5. It was 122 to 112. Stayed under, but it clearly skies over the current total on the board. Third time they played, total was 250. Final score is 118 to 101. Stayed way under. Fourth time, the total was 246. That game was 133 to 131 Indiana. And the last time they played, it was many moons ago in Boston. Total was 249. The final was 129 to 124. So when they played 5 times in the regular season, the totals were between 233.5 and 250. And now we get a playoff game. And it's 221 this morning here at Circa. And we just watched the Pacers, and they got the Knicks to play their style the entire time over a 7-game stretch. Oh, the Celtics aren't going to run with Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are.
Yeah. And that's also, that series never should have went 7 as well. I mean, congratulations to the Pacers, but come on. The Knicks have all these injuries, and you still couldn't take them out till Game 7, and you couldn't put them away. So there was that 155 game that they had. So Boston, this is a team that's 24th in defense, and you're going against Boston, which is number 1 in NBA history in offensive efficiency.
And Indiana's number 2?
Yes. So, yeah, I would think it'd be a track meet, and Boston will get whatever they want, even without Porzingis. Down the street, they opened at $1,400 on the adjusted series price.
What?
DK got as low as $8. Now they're back up to $1,000 right now, as you see on the screen. So to your point about the pro tip, always shop around. Like if you have future tickets on the Celtics and you want to, $1,400. Jeff Sherman sent that thing out, and then they had some buyback and some Pacer bets, but because it's $8 everywhere else. So you would think Boston should be able to get it done in 5, but. They've been so bad at home going back the last 3 years. We'll see. If Indiana is knocking down threes and you get that Halliburton, maybe they can hang and make it a series. But it's just, I just think they couldn't defend the Knicks. They couldn't get stops against the Knicks. Now you're going against this freight train.
Yeah, and actually some of these markets have now moved. The under 5.5 games here is $170. The over is now plus 145. If you're convinced to pay, it's Boston. So they're probably going to let one of these games go, and then will the Pacers beat them in another game where they're not going to shoot like they did yesterday, but they can. What if they shoot 55% for a game? They can do that, and they just push the pace, and the Celtics might have an off night shooting, and they win 121 to 116. They could do that. Maybe they can make it a 6-game series. Can Indiana beat them overall?
Not win the series, no. Come on.
I don't think so either.
No, they're too bad defensively.
I don't think they're worth it.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. And you're probably going to get Porzingis back, I would think, Game 3, Game 4. That's possible. They are, it's strange because they are undefeated at home in the playoffs, but Boston's been so good on the road going back the last couple of years, which, it's flipped because they're 500 at home, but 18-7 straight up on the road going back the last few years. So I think it's the right price. And they should be able to take them out in 5.